Hotels, places we trust with our safety and privacy while we sleep. But what dark secrets might be hiding behind those seemingly innocent room numbers and vintage mirrors?
That's such an unsettling thought, especially when you consider how vulnerable we make ourselves in these unfamiliar spaces.
Let me tell you about something that happened in 1983 at this place called Hotel Halstead in Cumbria, England. Our story begins with someone arriving for a month-long work assignment at a classified military facility, so secret it wasn't even on local maps.
Hmm, already we're dealing with layers of secrecy, a classified base and a hotel that seems frozen in time.
The first red flags appeared immediately. Thick dust coating every surface, an empty guest book, and this eerily silent proprietor, Mrs. Halstead, who insisted on such specific things like using only a fountain pen to sign in.
You know what's fascinating about that detail? In the 1980s, fountain pens were already becoming obsolete. Ballpoints were the norm. So why such insistence on this older technology?
That's exactly it. Everything about this place seemed stuck in some previous era. And then there's the way they served meals, through a hatch in the wall, never allowing guests into the dining room. It's like they were running some kind of Victorian-era quarantine facility.
The isolation tactics are really striking. The broken phone, the hatch-served meals, the constant surveillance. It reminds me of those old sanitariums where they'd keep patients completely cut off from the outside world.
But here's where things get really strange. The mirrors. Both Mr. and Mrs. Halstead seemed obsessed with them, and our narrator starts seeing things. Not just vague shapes, but detailed apparitions of people, some with visible injuries.
The mirror element connects to so many cultural fears, doesn't it? In Victorian times, mirrors were often covered after someone died because people believed they could trap souls.
That's such a relevant point because, well, think about what happens next. The narrator catches Mr. Halstead adding yet another lock to this cellar door, and his reaction is absolutely violent when he realizes he's been spotted.
And then there's that Polaroid photo, actual proof of these apparitions. In today's world of digital manipulation, that kind of analog evidence carries so much more weight.
You know what makes this story particularly effective? The way it plays with our natural tendency to rationalize strange occurrences. Each odd detail could be explained away individually, but together they paint a picture of something truly sinister.
The historical context really amplifies the isolation too. No cell phones, no internet, just a person alone with whatever secrets that hotel was hiding.
And let's talk about those secrets, particularly the cellar. Multiple locks, violent reactions to being discovered, and these injured faces appearing in mirrors. It suggests something far darker than just an eccentric couple running a hotel.
Well, considering the empty guest book despite the hotel clearly being operational, where did all those previous guests go?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it connects to a larger pattern we see in similar stories. Remote locations, proprietors who seem stuck in time, and this gradual revelation that something is deeply wrong.
The story really makes you think about all those small, out-of-the-way places that might have their own dark histories. Histories that stay hidden simply because they're so isolated.
And in the end, that's what makes this story so chilling. The idea that these places exist, hiding in plain sight, with their own rules, their own reality, and their own ways of dealing with people who discover too much.
So next time you're checking into a small hotel and notice something slightly off, maybe don't dismiss it so quickly.
And maybe, just maybe, pack a sheet to cover any suspicious-looking mirrors, though by then it might already be too late.